So every Thursday for the past few weeks and for the weeks ahead, there's been live music downtown Springfield on the North Mansion block, the Y block, whatever you call it. It is a beautiful spot downtown Springfield. You've got the state capitol off in the distance. You got the governor's mansion right there. It's just a wonderful place to bring the community together. And the Levitt Foundation has been helping this for the past few years. And to talk more about that, in studio with us, we've got Venessa Silberman and also Kayla Graven from the Downtown Springfield Incorporated to talk about this. Venessa and Kayla, thanks for taking time. Let's talk about it. Venessa, you are with the Levitt Foundation. For people who aren't familiar, tell us what the Levitt Foundation is all about.
Hi, thank you for having me. Yeah, the Levitt Foundation, we are a national funder. We invest in communities around the country, both large cities and more rural to mid-sized towns and cities, to activate underused public spaces and through the power of free live music. So we support nonprofits to put on free outdoor concert series as a way to bring life back to an underused public space. And so when Springfield submitted their application a few years ago, we found it really compelling, their story around the Y block and wanting to activate that space again.
Well, I tell you, the Y block, the history of it, everything from the time capsule they found, and just seeing that surface and all the things that were told in that story. But the fact that it's being repurposed now and they're starting to kind of find their stride for this block. Talk about, I guess, what you guys look for in a host city when you go to actually say, you know what, we're going to go ahead and help sponsor this.
Sure. One of the first things we look at is the public space accessible to a wide range of socioeconomic groups? We want to make sure that this really becomes a community gathering space for the entire city, and it's not just maybe located in one neighborhood where certain people might not feel welcome for whatever reason. We're really about bringing the whole community together, people of all ages and all backgrounds. And so the location of the Y block is perfect because it's downtown. And then once again, we found the proposal submitted by the Springfield Downtown Heritage Association in partnership with Downtown Springfield to be really compelling. They understood the purpose of the grant and what we're trying to achieve with it.
And Kayla, of course, Downtown Springfield Incorporated has been pretty integral in bringing all this together. How's it been so far? And how many more weeks we got left?
It's been quite the journey, and we're super excited to be able to continue every single year building on our partnerships, making sure that we have a wide range of partners to make sure that everyone feels comfortable, welcome to gather in our heart of our city. And we have, we skipped 1 week because we had a COVID issue, but we will end the first week in August with 2 concerts on a Wednesday and Thursday.
Oh, great. So actually there will be a Wednesday edition in addition to each Thursday down at the Y block again. And that includes 2 nights. They're going to have the Zydeco Experience with an opener starting at 7 o'clock downtown Springfield on the Y block, the North Mansion block, a great space that's starting to find new life. We're talking with Downtown Springfield Incorporated's Kayla Graven and also from the Levitt Foundation, Venessa Silberman. So as far as all the other cities that are involved in Levitt Foundation sponsorship, how does Springfield stack up?
Well, every community is unique, and we love Springfield. You're in a unique position that you're the state capital. And, sometimes state capitals have challenges on their own because it's the city, but it's also there's a lot of government workers, and they might not activate the downtown, stay downtown like maybe typical downtown. So we are in a few other communities that are state capitals, but Springfield stands out because you have this beautiful public space that is ripe for reimagining, and we're so proud that Levitt Amp, the Levitt Amp Springfield Music Series, can be part of that reimagining as the community figures out, what to do with that space longer term.
So what can we expect in future years here? Is this going to be an ongoing effort with the Levitt Foundation? And what's Springfield's role in that?
Well, we have evolved the program over the years since launching it in 2015. So the Levitt AMP grant is now a multi-year grant. So Springfield applied for funding. They will find out in August if they received a grant, but instead of it being an annual grant, we've transitioned it to a 3-year grant. And our goal with doing that is to enable the nonprofits to develop longer-term partnerships, longer-term sponsorships, and really, another big change is you won't have to go through voting. Again, the public online voting, which we know a lot of communities love because it really rallies the community. But at the same time, once they've received the grant over a number of years, we realize that, why should we put them through this again year after year? So they won't have to go through the public online voting. We've seen that the community has embraced the Levitt AMP Springfield Music Series, and so the two big changes would be for 3 years.
So what's the focus on music? Why make music kind of the central focus here on bringing communities together and doing this in various cities, including in Springfield?
Well, have you heard that music is a universal language?
Absolutely. I love it.
We love it too. We really believe music has the unique power to bring people together of all backgrounds. And, one of the key hallmarks of the Levitt AMP program, as with all Levitt programs, is that the music series features a variety of genres over the course of the music series so that it'll appeal to people, of different tastes, so that they might come tonight for the Zydeco experience because they're a huge Zydeco fan. But what we say happens on the lawn is just as important as what happens on stage. So when people experience a Levitt concert and they see that community feeling, they're going to come back the next week because they've realized, hey, this is like an outdoor living room for our entire city.
That's a great way to put it, because that's what it is. I mean, Kayla, you're down there all the time, and when you see it, people show up with their coolers and their picnics. There's food trucks, there's activities for the kids. Kind of give us an idea of what kind of flavor people can get downtown, not just the music on the stage.
Well, first, I'm going to start using outdoor living room for the Y Block because I love it. Because if you ever seen my setup, I have matching chairs, a rug, a little picnic table. I'm all in.
That's great.
So things that people can expect is you can bring your own food, you can bring your own beverages, but we also have areas people that you can purchase from as well. So we have food trucks down there. We have a beverage dispenser. I think we have a Kona ice person coming today.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yes, which is my favorite. And we also have a kids area. We have an area for makers to be able to introduce you to new makers in downtown. And also there is some of our organizers have their booths there as well.
So it's the Levitt AMP Concert Series, downtown Springfield. Again, another edition tonight. You're going to hear the Zydeco Experience with an opener starting at 7 o'clock. And this is just one in the series of the Levitt AMP Concert Series. And joining us in studio is from downtown Springfield Incorporated, Kayla Graven, and also Venessa Silberman from the Levitt Foundation. Vanessa, if people want more information about the Levitt Foundation, where can they find that?
Oh, well, our website is levitt.org.
That's pretty simple, levitt.org. So people can look at the mission, look at the work you guys are doing, and definitely looking forward to seeing how Springfield can continue playing a role in helping the Levitt Foundation and their goal of bringing communities together to reimagine spaces. So very cool stuff. Thank you both again. Greatly appreciate it, and best of luck, all right?
Thank you.
It is Springfield's Morning News. I'm Greg Bishop on